Well, you guys remember this camera, don't you? The other camera I was borrowing got borrowed out to somebody else for about a week, so I'm kind of stuck with this camera. I like the sound quality on this camera better anyway for running cars. For some reason the other one's kind of crappy, but anyway, we did some work to the car. As you can see, we got the tires off. Interestingly enough, all but one of them are bias tires. Actually, this one over here is a Phillips 66 tire. Don't see those too often anymore. But we've got the wheel cylinders out. Got those all apart over here on the bench, and we're gonna get some rebuild kits for them. They cleaned up pretty nice actually, so they ought to seal pretty good. Gonna get new wheel seals for the front drums there, and we're gonna get a master cylinder rebuild kit. We don't have a cap because that was originally a plastic piece of junk, so we're gonna have to figure out something for that. That's just gonna be a temporary deal so we can see if the brakes work. And we took apart the booster and put it all back together. Hopefully it'll slide back and forth and stop. Back wheels are off. What else do we do? Well, we got both books on it. I think my brother took those with him. Big 59 Cadillac and then the 60 supplement. And we have also got an ignition switch. Of course, it doesn't start the car for some reason, but you know, it'll turn on and we'll get the oil light will come on and everything, but doesn't crank the car over. So we're gonna have to figure out why it's not doing that, but all in good time. I figured I'd just give you a quick little update on what's happening with this one, because haven't done that for a little while. Once we get the switch working and the brakes working, we're gonna see if we can't fire it up and drive it around, see if it'll move. And then once we do that, probably change out the transmission fluid before we go too far with it, and probably find some other things wrong that we're gonna have to look into. Hoses, we need hoses. Probably want to replace them because they're most likely older than dirt. But I think that's all we did so far. Carb rebuild is coming. Forgot about that. We got to do that. And something else is coming. I can't remember what, but when we get it, I'll show it to you. Quit dropping my sockets.
Huh?
Said, how do you like working on Cadillacs now?
Yeah, kind of pain in the ass.
Yeah, we put down the brake pedal, and it's to the floor because the booster's sticking. So we're going to have to take it apart again and see if we can't get it loosened up so that it the diaphragm inside here goes back, you know, pushes back and raises the pedal back up. So got to come back out and we'll take it apart.
Bottom on the wheel.
Is it time for round 2?
Yeah. Try her again.
All right.
My ratchet.
I don't know, it should be in the car.
Okay.
We had to replace this spring. This is the one that came out of it. No pushback on it, so garbage. And we found one out of a Buick LeSabre that seems to work good, so we're going to throw this back in, bolt it back up, and see if it pushes back and the pedal comes back up. So how goes it, brake bleeding master?
Not too bad. Once we get the gunk out of the last one.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this bleeder screw ain't all gummed up. Yep, got her all good. Bleeding them out. Alright, I'll pump them. Well, I've been kind of jumping around on the video making of this car, and we've just been kind of doing stuff and half-ass filming it, whatever. So I'm going to kind of start from the beginning and tell you what we've done that I don't think I told you. We got in new brake cylinder rebuild kits and master cylinder rebuild kits, or one kit. And originally my brother was supposed to do all the work to this car, but I got impatient because I want to drive it. And I went ahead and I rebuilt all 4 wheel cylinders and put them back in, and repack the wheel bearings there, put new wheel seals in it. Did all that. I also, while he was away, we put a switch in last time he was here, and we turned the key and it didn't start. It wouldn't crank over. So I found out what the problem was there. There's a neutral safety switch on the bottom of the column, and one of those wires was unplugged, so plugged that back in and cranked her over and fired up pretty good. I had to replace the wire that goes to the coil because it was actually cut at the bottom near the starter there. I don't know why. And just for the heck of it, I put the headlight buckets back in just to see what pieces we were missing, and missing a couple of pieces. No big deal. But then my brother came over last night, and we got the booster back in and the master back in. Still need a cap for it, but we finally fixed the booster. Works good now. We've got all but one of the brakes bled. We started off on this wheel and took the bleeder screw loose, and nothing came out. Pump, 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 nothing. So we took the bleeder screw all the way out, and then fluid came out, and there was just a little chunk of crap in the bleeder screw. Cleaned that out. That one worked perfect. Then we moved to this side. We're going to bleed this one. Pump, pump, pump. Nothing came out. Took the bleeder screw out. Nothing came out. Pump, pump, pump. Said forget it. And we moved up to the front one. This one worked perfect. Bled out right away. No problems. And we got the other side here up in front. And took the bleeder screw out. Nothing came out. Ended up taking this hose off right here and stuck a wire in it, and we got about an inch in on both sides, and it was just packed with crap. So we ran that wire through it a bunch of times and sprayed brake cleaner through it, and finally got all the crap out of it. And this side works good. And now we got to go back to the other side there and take that hose off, because I have a hunch that's the same exact problem. So go ahead and do that tonight, I suppose. And then the carburetor has got to be rebuilt. We got the kit for it. I am going to let my brother handle this one. I'm going to throw him into the deep end and say, here, rebuild the carburetor. So that should be fun. It's getting there. We'll be driving in no time. When I had it running up on the jack stands there, I went ahead and put it in gear, and the wheels moved, so it's definitely a plus. Once we get the brakes going, maybe before we even rebuild the carburetor, we'll take her out for a little drive maybe, and just see how she does. Are you ready for the maiden voyage?
We are ready.
All right.
Hopefully she holds.
Well, let's hope it starts and it stays running and all that first. Yeah.
Make sure the brake works.
Yeah. Don't run me over.
Yeah. Okay.
I like our ghetto master cylinder cap. It's getting pretty blue color. And our battery hold down right there. That's beautiful.
The dad will do it all.
We opted without the radiator cap. It's cheaper that way. So ready to fire it up?
Yeah, give her a shot.
All right. Key works now. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and give you a squirt. And go ahead and hit the gas. See what happens. Or hit the, not the gas, the key. Did you pull it back with your foot? Did you pull it back with your foot, or did it just die? All right, try it again. All right, we got to prime it a little more. There you go. Till it gets the gas back up there. All right. It's getting there. The gas is almost up to it. Matter of fact, I'm almost out of gas. There we go. Had just enough gas to do it.
Sweet.
So is it just sitting there idling on its own there?
Yeah, I ain't nothing.
Alright. Well, I'm going to close the hood and hop in.
Yeah.
Now aim away from my cars.
Working here?
You might have to pull it up with your feet if it sticks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, pull it up with your foot. Or with your hand.
Carpet in the way.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way? Or put it behind the pedal at least? Might actually work better behind the pedal.
Whew, it's getting smoky in here. We better get this thing on the road.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright, you want to try her?
Yeah, put your foot on the brake.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she's stopping.
Okay.
She's moving forward. Alright, steer away from the cars.
You gotta crank that brake.
You gotta really push on it?
Oh, yeah.
That's alright. Sweet! How do you like it so far?
Pretty fit.
I hope we have reverse. Well, no, don't let it die. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just hold the brake.
Yeah, we just hold on to the brake. It's one of those. It's like a tractor. There's you set the throttle at one thing and it's good, right?
There we go. Rear view's working.
Nice. I like it. Sweet.